What's happening, people? This is Avidan. Welcome to the 34th episode of the Chillcast. We have a packed house tonight. We got Gold Chain Gamers coming through a little bit later. And we are going to talk about quite a few things. And again, for those of you who are here this week and who haven't been following me on Twitch or throughout the week, my apologies about the shortage of the last week's episode. Comcast is some trash. You know, we have Comcast act like a Tony Yayo album, so we, yeah.
Don't disrespect Tony Yayo like that. Don't disrespect the Talking New York like that.
I don't care. I don't care. Anyway, so when Comcast, you know, steps their game up, hopefully we don't have any dropouts for the rest of the night. So we got a good few guests tonight, and we're gonna go ahead and shout out, starting off with the homie Annex. Annex, man, how you doing, man? Tell him how you been, homie.
Oh, well, I'm very, very tired because I stayed up pretty much all night, 2 nights in a row to finish Kingdom Hearts 3. And, man, it's amazing.
Good man. Good man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he finished it.
I did. I was going back through it today to collect all the secret reports and stuff and do all the post-game stuff.
Nice. How you enjoying it?
You know, it is by far the most fun game in the series for me. And it is the most fun I've had with a game since Breath of the Wild.
You did not make that comparison.
I said fun. I didn't say the games were similar because they're not.
Yo!
One is just clearly better than the other.
Chris
Yeah, and
Levi with the $2 super
that-
chat. Thanks a lot, dude.
Nice.
Thanks a lot. Hey, Miss K, thanks for coming through. L Gamer Latino, what's going on? But all right, so you beat the game and you obviously look like you need a nap. Someone said you need a nap.
Yeah, I had to work this morning though.
You a brave dude. You a bad dude, man. You a bad dude, man. But other than that, everything good with you? You had a good week?
I mean, yeah, I work weekends now, so I have basically the entire week off.
Wow.
So I have 4 days in a row off, 3 days off in a row.
Perfect.
So
okay, cool.
I'm pretty well.
Cool. We got the homie Nikkei Direct. How you doing, man?
Good? I'm good, man. A little tired, but I'm good to go. Ready to go over these topics, man. Ready to go over.
And some great stuff happened this weekend for you, didn't it? This week.
Yeah, man. I hit the 1,000 sub mark on the channel, so we're good there. We're good to go there. Thank you all to the help of people who came by for the giveaway and the help of the homie Super Andrew. I do appreciate that, and everybody in the chat. It was good. It was good to pass that milestone.
Bad. What you been playing this week, man?
Oh man, what have I been playing this week besides Smash, Unruly Heroes, because that's my next indie review. Tales of Vesperia, because I need to beat that for my next review as well, and then I will be getting Kingdom Hearts later this month, and I will start that.
You gonna stream it?
I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best to not get Kingdom Hearts yet, guys. I'm committing, guys, to beating my backlog of games first. I've beaten Monster Boy earlier this week, so we're on their way. We're on the way. But cool, we're gonna move.
You gotta start in the Celeste though.
I did actually. I did. Right in that
good.
same stream, I went to play Celeste. So I kept my word.
I play Undertale. I'm just saying, but you know.
That game's included in the backlog too, Nick. Yo, Sincere, what's good, my dude?
SMH.
Yeah, what's happening, brothers?
What's happening?
What's up?
We're in the intros, man. So you good.
Just in time.
But
I had it loaded up, but I had to go to the bathroom.
man, sometimes you gotta go. Sometimes you gotta go. Sometimes you can't.
I feel you on that one, bro. I feel you on that one.
Sometimes you gotta go. It's like, can I hold this for an hour and a half?
Yeah,
No.
that's what I feel. I was like, I don't want to sit there wiggling in my chair and I'm moving around like this.
No, bro. You gotta go, man. That's just how it goes, man.
I feel you 100%. But we got your player too. How you doing, man? How's your week been?
been good, man. Real good. As far as what I've been playing, I thought I would be playing Resident Evil 2 exclusively this week because I played, I streamed it with my buddy Corey, who had never played a Resident Evil 2, any version of it. And it was awesome watching him play through Chris's campaign. Thought I was going to get to dive into Claire's campaign, and then Kingdom Hearts 3 came out. And I'm not a Kingdom Hearts fan. I bought it on a whim. I was like, I'm finally going to give this a shot. It'll probably be okay, but I probably won't dig it because I haven't really been that familiar with the series. Not the case. I keep finding myself obsessed with it, and I just keep wanting to get back to it. It's phenomenal.
It is so fun.
It is.
See, you guys talking about all this Kingdom Hearts stuff. I gotta get my. I feel, I feel like the redheaded stepchild right now. That I'm all out the bunch.
Really,
right now.
really.
Hey, you ain't the only one, dog.
No.
You ain't the only one, man. I'm sitting on the same. Like, oh, Kingdom Hearts, and I can't. I'm over here like I got bills.
Yeah, I got bills, and bills.
Got a house payment to make. I got this car payment to make. Like I can't. Nope.
I can't fade it, homie. Well, before we go any further, those of you who are watching it in the chat, just say what games you've been playing all week. We're gonna start that up during this time. I want you guys in the chat to be engaged and involved in the conversation. So go ahead, let us know what games you guys been playing too, and then when we're done with everyone else, I'm gonna read off what games you guys been playing too. So, Sincere, man, what's been going on, man? How you doing?
I'm good, man. Super good. Besides my bathroom episode, I'm good.
I feel you, man. I see you've been playing Kingdom Hearts 2 okay, well, not Kingdom Hearts 2. You've been playing Kingdom Hearts 3 as well over the week.
Absolutely. I didn't play Kingdom Hearts 1 or 2, as quite a few people that picked the game up did, but I like it a lot. You know what I mean? I actually tried to play the first two, and sometimes some games just pass you by because it's hard to go back. These are PS2 era games, and the gameplay just didn't age well or didn't engage me. Let me just say that. So
it's like someone from this generation trying to play Final Fantasy VII.
Right.
It's like if you wasn't around for the era that it impacted you, it's not going to be the best.
Right. So what I did was I watched some people play, and I said, you know what, this looks kind of fun. So I jumped in. I said, I'm gonna grab it, and then lo and behold, game is awesome. So I'm like, yeah, let's do this. I like it.
Gosh, too many of you guys say this game is good. All right, I'm holding off. We got this. We got this.
You already made one impulse buy with Spider-Man, so
we're not doing the second one.
So you need to chill.
So do another one.
No.
Basically the lesson.
No.
Avidan.
Impulses.
Avidan.
Feed
Buy
into
it.
it.
But these dudes that are telling you to buy the game are your friend right now. I'm just letting you know. I'm the only one right now telling you to be responsible. Be the responsible man. The game will be there for you.
Or you get responsibilities.
Give in to peer pressure.
Get it.
Do it, Avidan.
I'm your only friend, Avidan.
Wait a sec.
Avidan, I'm gonna start.
Wait. I got an answer. No.
He's saying that right now. He's saying that. Watch, you gonna walk.
Just wait until it breaks.
You're gonna drive past numerous Best Buys and GameStops, and you're just gonna start calculating. You're gonna see all the math equations.
You don't drive by them. That's the point. You ignore those.
Oh, it's gonna be hard for him.
No.
If you see a big Best Buy on the side of the road, you can't ignore that, man. You can't. You just gotta pull in, walk in, be like, hey, give me Kingdom Hearts. And they're like, you know what? Here you go, sir. $60 spent. Boom. Get it.
Like he rubbing his chin now. He can
Problem solved.
Listen.
Have I ever steered you wrong, Avidan?
Yes.
You know what? That was one time. Besides that, have I ever steered you wrong?
I mean, I remember that one time.
But that was one time.
That's the last time I remember, though.
That was one. Besides that, I'm saying you got to get over that. You got to let it go. Know what I'm saying? Elsa's in this game for a reason. Let it go. Just let it go, fam. Get Kingdom Hearts.
Wait for a sale.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Nah, don't wait for the sale. Get it now.
You know what? When I beat these games, I got you guys. So, but Chip, since you already gave your introduction, man, what's going on with you, bruh?
Yo, it's your man Chips and Sticks with Squirtle, leader of the Squirtle Squad. I've been playing Kingdom Hearts since day 0. Yeah, that's right. I got it early and I've been playing it. Disney hit me with a copyright, and then I had to talk to them like, yo, fam, By the time the stream went up on YouTube, it was past midnight. Yo, let me rock. And it was like, yo, we got you. Boom. Dispute solved.
That's legit what happened, though. He's like,
that's exactly how it went down.
He's not even hyping it up. That's literally legit what happened. He streamed the game a day early.
I streamed it a day early, and then by the time I was done, and YouTube takes it takes like an hour or two to process your stream to actually have it up on your channel. And by the time that was done, it was well past midnight, and then Disney hit me with the claim. But it's all right though, because I'm saying streamed it for those that wanted to see, for the people that wanted to hang out and see it for the first time along with me. I did that. I was super happy that all of you guys came out. I've streamed it last night, I think, but I've been playing it kind of like ever since, and just doing a little bit of grinding because I want to take my time with this game. There's so much, like I said in my impressions video, which we'll get to later on in this in this live stream, that there's a lot, man. They throw you into it, right. Especially if you've been keeping up with all of the past games. It's, oh my God, bro, it's amazing. I love it. Okay. I'm only 3 worlds in, and I'm in love with the game already. So that's what I've been playing. Besides that, I've been playing a couple of indie titles. I've been playing Moonlighter, which is also a phenomenal game. So expect to see something about that coming out soon. I'm gonna do a review on that, and yeah, that's basically it.
Okay, cool. And then lastly, we got the man, the myth, the legend, Super Andrew 64. Tell them about your channel, how your week's been, bruh.
Yes, sir. It's been a bit of a quiet week, to be honest. Just yeah, it's been I never would imagine in a million years I would get like this many subscribers. For those of you that don't know, I streamed the Wii Shop closing basically for like almost about 2 days, and my channel just blew up from it. I'm at like I think 2,800 subscribers from like 200 in like 2 days, which is nuts. I'm very appreciative. It's so surreal. Like there's so much to take in, and I just I'm still in disbelief. Like, to be honest,
the reason why I love what happened to you, man, because you're proof that originality still works.
Mm-hmm.
You're proof being original and doing something original from what you purely love to do still works. You basically just killed everyone's excuse that YouTube is broken and YouTube doesn't like the small guy. You killed that excuse. So thank you. I appreciate.
Not to mention he had somebody biting off his idea.
Huh? Oh yeah.
Oh,
so guys, his idea was so good that Game Explain followed up about for the last 5 hours. Dead serious. Game Explain followed up. Yeah, I'm dead serious.
Yeah.
Dead serious.
Last hour.
Wow.
So Game Explain was trying to be in competition with him, and by the end of his stream, like he started off just to give. He did not tell the whole story. He was at probably maybe 5 people watching at first, and then from 30 people watching. Then when he got like the 100, 200, 500 people watching, that was like big for him. The last hour, he had about 5,000 people watching him. No joke.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
I was there for that before I went to sleep.
I was like, yo.
It was nuts. Like I just couldn't believe it.
That was genius.
I didn't think anyone would watch, like, to be honest.
And that's the key right there. It's like he didn't think anyone would watch. He just did something because I want to do this. I like doing this. And that's like one of the core essences of YouTube. That's what a lot of YouTubers were doing before monetization came in. So you got my respect 100 grand for that. So we're gonna and games I've been playing, Smash, more Smash, and more Smash. Oh, and I finally beat Monster Boy. I beat Monster Boy live.
And a little bit of Smash, right?
Yeah, and a little bit more Smash. Yeah, so we're gonna go over what you guys have been playing, and then we're gonna get into these topics. So In the House Gaming say he's still playing Smash. Turbo Jesse, what's going on, man? So he's playing Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. Barrett X says he's playing War Groove, Downwell, Smash, Resident Evil 2, and Rocket League. Chris Levi says Kingdom Hearts 3, Sea of Thieves, Skyrim for the PC. Rufus said he's been playing a lot of Mario Kart 8, and let's see. Stitch said Tales of Vesperia, Valkyria Chronicles, Octodad, and Monster Hunter.
What is that?
That's a good gem right there.
Miss K said
funny game to watch.
Miss K said she's playing Battlefield 5, Forza Motorsport 7, and Forza Horizon 4. Nice.
I see you, Miss K. I see you.
And Fantic215 says he's been playing Celeste B. Bought Resident Evil 2 today. Waiting for my Anthem demo to finish download so I can hop on that. Nice. That's what's going on. And Aiden Quinn said, "What's up, Shaggy for Mortal Kombat 11?" No.
Why not?
What?
Why not?
And
why you
no one's playing
Mortal
Anthem.
Kombat 11?
Huh?
Why are you hating on Mortal Kombat 11?
He said
Hating on
Shaggy,
Shaggy.
for Mortal Kombat 11.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone wants Shaggy from Scooby-Doo in there. Yo,
Shaggy
put him in
there.
there, bro.
Throw him in there.
Why not?
No. Anyway, Antonio
He said
Barbosa
no.
said he's been playing Splatoon 2, and KH's been playing 9 to 5. Ha! So have we. So we're gonna just jump right into this. So let's talk about this Nintendo Switch Mini. Now Nintendo has some really big news this week, as you all know. Nintendo has some colossal numbers. They are now over 32 million units sold, and they edited their 20 million unit goal to 17 million, which is a more of a 5 million gap instead of a 8 million gap from their goal now. So it's doable between now and March 31st. And of course, Smash Ultimate came out with 12 million units sold. Breath of the Wild is 11 million units sold. Mario Odyssey is 13, and Mario Kart is 15 million units sold. So Nintendo had a really good week when it came to sales as of December 31st, 2018. But some rumors came out about the Switch Mini, as you all have known, and this rumor seems legit because we heard about a Switch revision last year. We heard about the Switch Mini, all about this last year. And I just wanted to talk about this with, you guys in the chat and you guys in the cast. What do you guys think this Switch Mini is going to be about? Seeing how it's going to be mainly focused around being a handheld, do you guys feel this is a viable option? Is this something that is worth going in the market for? Just kick this off. I'll say, just in my opinion, I do think with some actual critical thinking, because I can't think of it on face value. On face value, no. But when you really think about it, I feel it's really worth it. Even though it's mostly a handheld, you really can't, quote-unquote, switch. I feel as though if Nintendo just makes it so you can dock it and still use a Pro Controller and other Joy-Cons with it from a distance, then it still works as a Switch, in my opinion. But what are you guys' thoughts on this?
I think it's absolutely going to come to fruition. I mean, like, I definitely believe the rumors about it. Because, I mean, I would have been weirded out if someone had told me that the 2DS was going to become a thing. Or even, just, what was the 2DS that didn't fold?
The 2DS.
Yeah,
Was it just the 2DS?
there was the 2DS, and then there was
Oh,
the
no,
new
the
2DS.
I'm sorry. I was thinking of the new 2DS XL. Never mind. That's why I was confused. But no, like, to me, it makes perfect sense because, like, sales of the 3DS are starting to slow down and everything. And, I'm sure that there are a lot of parents out there who wouldn't mind a more resilient version of the Switch to give to their kids who, predominantly will play it in a portable mode. And if it's at a more appealing price point, close to like 150, 200, I could see that being, maybe their attempt at filling the gap that sort of gets left behind from, 3DS sales that are beginning to dwindle, admittedly. As far as would I want one, I don't know. If it had seamless, save syncing, I would think about it, but I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, just with the 3DS is how many years old? 9, 9 or something?
About
And
8 years.
I mean, it came out in 2013, I thought. Was that right?
Oh, is it? Okay, sorry. So
I'm curious now. Hold on. Oh no, was it 2011?
It came out in March 2011.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's about 8 years.
yeah, so with the 3DS is probably gonna be gone sooner than we think, and the Switch Mini I think is a great option, like what Josh said. Just want a more like viable Switch. It'd probably be more durable. Like with the 2DS, it was more durable. There was no clamshell, so I feel like parents were more comfortable giving that to their child instead of a 3DS. And the same thing we said with the Joy-Con. If they're attached on there, there's no really way to like break them as easily. I'm not saying that they do break, but I just feel like the Switch Mini is just it's gonna come, and I know we don't know the features yet, so you could be able to dock it. Maybe it only output like 720p or something because it'll be smaller, but I honestly think the Switch Mini is gonna happen, and I think it's better to have the Switch Mini than like a Switch Pro, in my opinion.
I agree. The Switch. The reason why I agree with that is because having a Switch Mini, in my eyes, it's like you said, it's more viable for kids. If they kind of go like the 2DS route where everything is fused together, then I can really see it working because you can still dock it. And it still has Bluetooth capability. Right. You can still connect other Joy-Cons to it. You can still connect the Pro Controller to it. So it still works like a Switch, but it's more of a handheld than a Switch. So it is just you just can't have as many viable options as you would a regular Switch just to switch your type of gameplay. Which I'm fine with that. It's a mini, so you're not going to get all of the aspects that you would get from a regular size Switch. It's just like an iPad. You don't get all the same qualities of a regular iPad on an iPad mini. So I get it.
Yeah. And honestly, like something else, like I don't mind anything that gets more Switches into the marketplace because to me, more Switch hardware out in the wild means it's more enticing for developers to do as much as they can to get more games on it. So yes, bring me 4 different types of Switches. I don't care. Even though I did whine about the 3DS having so many like weird,
And everyone in the chat, feel free to chime in. You know, you're involved in the conversation too. We'll definitely include your comments as well. It's like Bad Latency said, Switch Mini sounds like it removes every point of the Switch and just makes it like a Nintendo Vita. How dare you put those two words together?
I'm just saying.
How dare you?
I'm for real. I'm with him.
Nintendo
was a
Vita.
great.
How dare you put those two words together?
Yeah. I mean, Vita's the better handheld. So.
Hey.
You know.
Hey.
Y'all need to stop lying
here's the
about
thing,
that.
though.
Hardware wise is the best.
I'm opposed to this Switch Mini because the thing is
Thank you, Chips.
What they can just do is lower the price point on Switch packages, right? Make a package deal with some of the attractive games, and it's gonna fly off the shelves, right? Before you know it, Switches are gonna be like out of stock again, like it was briefly before, and
it's gonna be crazy.
Now, if you're gonna have different games for like, let's just say if they do come out with a Switch Mini, right?
Yeah,
it's a whole nother problem to probably like develop those games for the Switch Mini specifically that may not run on a regular Switch for those of us that have them and that want to play the games. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, think of like if you got a 3DS and now they're starting to bring some 3DS games over to the Switch, but not the whole library, right?
Right.
And you can the 3DS was even backwards compatible. You can play old DS games on it. So why not just keep everything in line with, what you can do now with the Switch? Just have it sort of backwards compatible, or make the games specifically for the Switch, lower the price point a little bit so that way you increase on sales, and then you don't have to worry about making a handheld because the handheld market is pretty much dead in the water now that we got a Switch, right?
Well,
we take our Switches on the go, a lot of us, wherever we go.
Well,
right, no. we play for 3 hours, and I'm saying it's the whole portability factor of the Switch why we love it so much. So why make another system that's basically the same thing as a shell, but with less features? To me, it's stupid.
Well, Switch Mini is more so. It's the same thing as a Switch. It's just a smaller version of the Switch. That's the only thing. That's the only.
I'm with Chip stuff.
Right.
Like,
and
if
that's
they're gonna
the
split it
thing.
again.
Like, what's the point of having a Switch Mini if you can't do as many things as a Switch, right? So let's just say, for instance, we all know the size of the Switch.
I brought this one up on Twitter.
It's
6 inches.
It's a nice handheld size.
It's smaller than phones. It's smaller than phones.
Right. So the Switch
height.
Mini is gonna be smaller than phones?
No, I mean the regular Switch without the Joy-Cons is smaller than most tablets. It's smaller than the iPad Mini. iPad Mini is like 7.5 inches. Switch is like 6.1.
This is a Note 8, right? You line it up. It's almost the same size.
It's exactly actually.
It's about the same size. If I'm holding this even, okay, there we go. Boom. It's the same size.
Yeah.
Width-wise, right? Why make a Switch Mini? To me, it defeats the purpose.
Well,
that's why.
Now we're going into a new age where you kind of have to forget about what you've done before and what I'm saying? That's not necessarily gonna work. You've already done it with the Switch. You've already have a genius on your hands. It's a hybrid system, something that you can play on the go and you can dock it, right? When you have a Switch Mini, now that's the thing. What Josh and Andrew saying? What's the features? Can you still dock it? If you can, what's the point?
But it's not the first time we've seen a revision of a smaller piece of hardware. Though.
I got
a history of small, like making things smaller.
I got a defense for that.
I understand if you want to make things smaller, right? Okay, so make a smaller Switch, a little. But I mean, really, do you really need to make the Switch any smaller?
I have a thing for that. I have a thing for that.
Yes, so it can fit in my pocket comfortably.
From
a
you don't need to put it in your pocket, man. It's not the Game Boy Slim anymore.
Hey,
did anybody
right.
peep the link that
Anytime
Barrett
we can
shared?
come back, I could see that.
Did anybody peep the link that Barrett shared?
I seen it. I didn't click on it.
Okay.
It's pretty much saying that the reason why Nintendo's doing this is they're looking for better ways to make the Switch more appealing because right now they feel the magic is wearing off. So they're trying to pretty much come out with something new to keep the momentum rolling. That's pretty much what it says right here.
I was just saving. I was holding it back. I'm waiting for y'all to finish because I wanted to. Ah man, it just.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Because I got nothing to add. I just don't like it. I'm just gonna say right now, I don't like the Switch Mini, even though I see why they would do it. I'm more so waiting for a better and more powerful hardware version of the Switch. But that's just me personally. But I see why they do the Switch Mini. I would get a Switch Mini for my kids because I'm tired of them messing with mine. So yeah, for me, I'll buy one and give it to my kids. Cool, but
that may be
all right. So to that point, Nick. If they came out with let's say if they dropped the price on a Switch and bundled it, would you buy it for your kids?
I mean, I would if they dropped the price. But they won't. But they ain't gonna do that. They ain't gonna do that. They're gonna come out with a new one.
Right.
It's gonna be new, and people are gonna want to buy this new thing. That's how it's gonna work. I mean, so go ahead though. I know he want to go. So let's go.
Sorry about that, guys. But if you guys heard like a little noise, I clicked on the link. I did not know there was a video on that link. So sorry about that, guys. But yeah, go ahead, Sincere.
Yes, Sincere.
Well, I look. When I heard that it was a new iteration of a Switch coming out, the first thing I assumed would be a more powerful version of it.
Yep.
I would figure you would go up instead of staying where you at. A smaller version of it makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. And if you take away the magic, as they said, what makes it, appealing is that it's a Switch. It goes from being a mobile device to a home device. Making that smaller does nothing. Like, it's literally nothing. You're making the screen smaller. Like, what does that do? That doesn't even solve the issue with the Switch right now. The issue with the Switch is getting third-party titles that's on every other platform on this platform. To do that, you have to make a more powerful console, not a smaller one. A smaller one ain't gonna do anything. And kids right now play games on the phone, on the tablet. They play games everywhere. So making a smaller one is not going to entice more kids to want to play it. If a kid wants to play a Switch, their parents will get them a Switch. Listen, hey Nick, if them kids get on your behind about that Switch long enough, you're going to have to get one for them.
No, if they keep busting through my Joy-Cons long enough, I'm gonna get them a new one, and then that's it. Right. I've already gone through 2 pairs of Joy-Cons, dog. I'm done with it.
Joy-Cons is $80 a pop.
Like this
ain't cheap.
The Switch, kids playing the Switch now because the side of it isn't the problem. That's not the problem at all. It's not even a problem. There's no problem right now.
I got a lot to say. Go ahead.
They like that article saying that they feel as though the magic is wearing off. The magic is not wearing off. They just have to get games that are popular on other platforms on their platform. That's it. That's the only issue. The only issue is third-party support. There is no other issue with the Nintendo Switch. And the reason developers aren't running to put the third parties on there because they literally have to make another version of the game of lower quality than what they're doing on the console. I mean, the Xbox One version is very low quality, but but they have to make a lower quality one. So if they made a more powerful console, that would entice developers to just port the PlayStation 4 version over to the Switch or whatever. So I don't see how a smaller console helps. That doesn't do anything.
Okay.
It's like them fighting against themselves. It's like them battling themselves. Like they're trying to divide market share amongst themselves. Like I don't understand it.
All right, so you guys are pretty much saying the same thing, and more power is a better idea. Who's to say that they aren't working on that right now? The Switch Mini,
right?
The Switch Mini is probably something they could spend less time doing, and they could put out further, more so in this year, 2019. Let's really think about this. Does Nintendo want to put out, from a marketing standpoint, because from a consumer standpoint, I get you, but from a marketing standpoint, would it make sense to Nintendo reveal their full hand now before the PlayStation 5 and the new Xbox? It wouldn't make sense.
Wait. Hold on. It could make a lot of sense to beat them to the punch.
They tried that with the they tried that with the Wii U. The last time Nintendo came,
but they're selling the Nintendo magic. We already know that they don't have to directly compete with Sony and Microsoft. They have their own thing. The Switch being a handheld and a console is theirs entirely. All they have to do is expound on that. They don't have to lower it. They don't have to make it smaller. They don't have to do any of that. That's unnecessary.
So I'm gonna put this point out there to all you guys saying, what's the point of it making? It's more options, because it's not. I think we're looking at this as this is gonna.
Two options.
You have two options. You could get a regular Switch or a mini Switch, and the mini Switch, in my opinion, it still gives you more opportunities for sales. Because Nick, like you said, if you want to go out and get your kids a Switch, doesn't 175 or 200 look a lot more attractive than 300?
Yeah, I feel that, but I would be mad if this Switch Mini has more internal storage.
Huh?
Let me talk about that. If this Switch Mini has more internal storage than a regular Switch, I'm gonna be livid, bro.
But look at the time. It's 2019 versus 2017. So hardware is less expensive now. So things could be more viable. So that's the thing that I'm looking at. I look at it at that point of, if they could put out a Switch Mini, then they have an opportunity to selling out even more Switches. It actually doubles their potential on selling more units. In my
so
mind.
if it's gonna be if things are less expensive, then that just plays into my point. Drop the price, sell it as a bundle, and then boom, you're gonna capitalize on more sales right there.
Never do that. It's gonna be $200 forever, man.
Yeah, I mean, Nintendo never really drops the price of their stuff. You know what I'm saying? But
anything.
But I don't see it, man. I don't see.
We have a lot of comments on this too, guys. Go ahead.
How it can work. KG said that we're missing a bigger picture, and I'm still waiting for him to elaborate on that.
We have a lot. KG, give your idea. I'm gonna read off some of the comments here. Barrett X says Nintendo has no reason to alienate the 32 million people who own the Switch with a pro version. That's a fair point. Bad Lady said the only way the magic will wear off is if the Gamestop come and the Switch is still selling hot. That's a very good point. RAP Prime 4 says maybe they're saving the pro version for 2021 to 2022, like kind of the point that I said. And Tony Barbosa said maybe the Switch Mini will come with the new Pokemon. Wow. Wow. That's a gorilla.
That better not.
That's a gorilla move. That is a gorilla
right
move.
Now, it better not.
The new Pokemon game is going to be exclusive to the Switch Mini.
That is a gorilla move.
Maybe we'll put on the Game Boy then.
That is a gorilla tactic right there.
This Pokeball right here, I'm going to walk straight up to Nintendo NY and sail it through the window, fam.
It'll be the only way to get the physical copy of Pokemon.
First impact, but it better not be exclusive for the stupid Switch Mini. I'm telling you that right now.
Yeah. But I think there's a whole like other market for people that, like what Chip's saying, like just lower the price and like more people will buy. But I know a lot of people who have never ever docked their Switch like at all, and I feel there's a whole lot of other people that a smaller version of the Switch that's a lot cheaper would be a better option for them. So I honestly think like the Switch Mini is gonna happen, and I think it's a great offer.
I think that whenever they started selling Switches without the dock, I think that was a sort of show and experiment to see, okay, will people be willing to buy a Switch without the dock? And people were. So they're like, well, maybe we can hit with this mini idea, which I could see it because people are willing to play the Switch dockless anytime they want to. So I get that. I just don't like it.
Yeah, like even if you look at like the 3DS, what was the major selling point, or Nintendo in their mind, major selling point was the 3D. But Nintendo got rid of the 3D. And 3DS games are still called 3DS games. They're not called 2DS games. So it's still going to be a Switch. It's just going to be a different version of the console.
Okay.
With the facts.
In the House Gaming says, I vote for a Pro, just upgraded specs, no Joy-Cons, no dock for $300, so we get the best tech for the price to the upgrade from the old system. That's a brilliant idea.
Exactly what he said.
That's a brilliant idea. Ed Norton said, no Switch Pro, Wii U. Sebastian
Ed don't like fun, bro.
Sebastian C says, y'all aren't factoring the fact that people in Japan primarily use it in handheld. Making a revision on the Switch that improves the handheld format makes perfect sense, especially for Japan. A casual gamer says, as primarily a handheld gamer, I'd love to get a Switch Mini. Can't throw the regular Switch in my little girly purse. Haha. Let's see.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. What's your prediction for third party support for the year? I think we're gonna get even more stellar third party than last year. As we already know, they already confirmed more third party games for the Nintendo Switch. We got Mortal Kombat 11 day and date. We got Doom day and date. So, well, Mortal Kombat I know may be shaky, but we got Mortal Kombat
might be in the May release according to these rumors.
We got Mortal Kombat 11 and we got Doom coming out for the Switch. So that's already stellar. So they're on it this year. I'm confident with Nintendo and their third party support this year. Rest in Prime. I'm just gonna call you Prime. Oh wait, hold up. KH, I almost missed a few of people's comments. Ed said, Nick's kids will destroy the Switch Mini or lose it. KG React said, I should have joined this episode because a lot of the people don't see the bigger picture. Bruh, when can you come on? Just come through. Did we just get a new subscriber? Yo, 2 Icy Pride. Thanks for subbing, homie. Prime 4 says, what happens if my kid gets a Mini and a year later they're complaining that it's too small?
You told them to go buy their own.
That's power. That's true. Let's see. The judge says, make a good Metroid if you want magic. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Funny.
Sebastian says also, why does it have to be a Mini? Could it be like the 3DS Lite, which greatly improve a form factor? Good point. So we're pretty much on an agreement that, we're pretty much in agreement that it's like, I see everyone's point where if you come out with the Switch Mini now, it's what's the point? Why not just lower the price? It's may not even sell as well. And if you want to not wear off the magic, just come out with better games. Come out with better hardware. Get more people to come. Did we just get another subscriber?
Oh, man.
Sheesh. Fancy215, thanks for subbing. Appreciate you.
Yeah, like Nintendo is no stranger to console revision. Like the NES, SNES, the Wii, the Game Boy Advance, they've all had revisions, and they not necessarily were like stronger like versions of the system, just made them smaller, a little more compact, and it lowered the price. So it's in Nintendo's history.
3DS and 2DS made it bigger.
So KG said he
forgot about that one.
Yo, Chips, KG says he's making a video, so that should you go make sure you're subbed to him to check his response. Matt Inside said people buy Nintendo, so why drop the price? Well, if people are still buying it, why drop the price? I mean, Apple don't drop their prices either, so let's not pretend Nintendo's the only.
It's because they're coming out with a new phone every year, though.
Yeah, but Nintendo, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so
but it's so worth it. It's so worth to spend $1,500, isn't it?
Apple's just trash.
I don't.
Excuse me.
I don't. I got the same iPhone I had for like 3 years, dog.
I had to get that one out.
Forget all that.
I had to get that one out. But the judge says making it smaller means making it portable, and that means better battery. The reason it is barely portable now, just give it the current one a better battery and the current one more portable. Okay, so
more memory.
So we're gonna move on.
We
can't read through every comments, guys.
We're gonna more battery life.
We're gonna try. We're going to try to read everyone's comment to the best of our ability, guys, but we still need to keep going on the streamline for time. So just keep typing, guys, because we will read the most comments that we can, but just keep on typing, guys, all right? So Kingdom Hearts 3 is finally here. After what? Chips is 13 years in the making?
I've been a grown man by the time 3 came out. So I've been playing it since, what, I don't know, last year of junior high.
I'm gonna chill for this one.
I don't know anymore, fam. I was playing it as a
14
kid. I'm a
years.
grown man now, and it's it finally came out. That's all.
Well, 13 for North America.
So
13 years.
13
Came out
years.
March 28th, 2006. Kingdom Hearts 2.
So almost
And North America.
almost 13 years. This game has been in the making. Well, if you count Kingdom Hearts 2,
Well,
let's just say.
Well, you can't say this game has been in the
Yeah.
making for 13 years.
When did Kingdom Hearts 2? When did Kingdom Hearts 2 end? When did Kingdom Hearts 2 come out?
I think
March.
2009.
Kingdom Hearts 2?
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, that was March 26th or March 28th, 2006.
2006.
2006.
So it is 13 years in the making.
So
Yep.
well, no,
I mean,
no.
for
The
fans,
series-
yes.
The
Maybe not
series has been
development.
going on for 13 years,
Yeah.
but we've waited.
We went to go
maybe
from
like
2 to
5 or-
3. To go
we-
from 2 to 3 is 13 years. The game from 2
12
to
to
3 is
twelve.
Maybe not for
13
maybe
years.
16, 17 years, but
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's been 13 years.
I,
I'm
Yeah,
chilling.
it took that.
you
I
know,
mean,
it was originally
I'm just
supposed to come
chilling
out
over
for PS3, but it didn't, and I'm glad it didn't.
yeah. So,
But man,
with that game,
it was well worth the wait. I don't, whatever it is, man, I don't care. It's well worth the wait.
the Kingdom Hearts 3 is finally here. So this game already sold 600,000 units plus in Japan already. So you already know this sold 1 million plus here in America. So what do you guys think of the game so far? For those of you who have it, which are the last 4 of you, and NX would be able to contribute to this conversation, but his internet is acting up. It's acting like Comcast or worse.
Y'all making me mad over here talking about this. It's amazing stuff.
You'll be
Chill.
alright.
Y'all need to chill.
You'll be alright.
That's why I'm sitting lounge up. I got nothing to add. I ain't got the game, so I'm just gonna be chilling right here until we get to the next topic. So y'all got it.
Will
I'm
it
going-
more and more than Smash though? Definitely. It's on 2 consoles.
The sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
Take the floor.
Well, I don't have Kingdom Hearts 3, but it did prompt me to buy the story so far. So all the previous Kingdom Heart games are on here, and I want to play this because I've been meaning to play that. I never had a PlayStation 2, so I never played the original Kingdom Hearts. So when that collection was announced, I want to get it, and then it makes me want to I want to play Kingdom Hearts 3, but I want to understand the story first and everything. So when that collection was announced, I just jumped on it.
All right, cool. Well, I'll say get through the games. If you need anything about the lore, Chips is your man to talk to because Chips knows everything about Kingdom Hearts.
Blade Master.
I'm your man right here.
So
Chips do know everything, man.
exactly. So Chips, go ahead, man. Take the floor about Kingdom Hearts.
All right, look, man. Without spoiling anything, this game, it's amazing. I would say, everything from the graphics to the gameplay is, what I could have hoped for from playing the other games. They included a lot of the mechanics from previous games and built on it and made it better for the last installment, or what we think is going to be the last installment. I haven't gotten through the entire game because I've waited way too long for it, and I want to enjoy it as much as possible. And
So don't be an NX.
I did an impressions video on it, and y'all can check that out a little later. It's you gotta play it. If you want to start from the beginning, do what Andrew did. You can get the entire collection for like $20 and play it.
$20 for me. So
Well, all right. So it's I bought mine. I bought 1.5 for the PS4 for like $20.
yeah.
But you can find both for like $20 a pop or whatever. However you can find it is gonna be cheap. I would suggest getting all of them so that way you can play through the story, you can understand what's going on, because even though, and I've said this in my, my video, some, I think I did say it, some of the games aren't the best, right? So I'm a Kingdom Hearts fan, but I'm also a true gamer in the sense that I'm going to judge things fairly. I didn't like Chain of Memories, at least gameplay-wise, but the story's great. I don't like Union Cross, which is the mobile game, and I think that's free, but it connects to the story. They have all like the movie clips for that game in the 2.8 or 2.5 remix. And it kind of tells you, for the most part, everything that you need. But Kat, if you wanna jump in on Kingdom Hearts 3, you can, but you're not gonna know everything. So that's why, again, I recommend you playing the other games. Put it on easy mode, run through it. You're still gonna get the same thing. The good thing about the 1.5 and 2.5 remixes is that the stuff is already on there. Whatever secret endings you don't get, YouTube it. The videos are on there. It's not hard for you to get. It's not like back in the day when we didn't have YouTube to find out all of this stuff. We had to look at game facts to find out if there's a secret ending, and then how to get the secret ending, and then do it. That took a lot of time. Yeah. So things are a lot easier now to get the full grasp of the story. But I definitely recommend you doing it, because it seems like a kiddie game because it's Disney, but it's far from it. You know what I'm saying? The story goes a little bit deep, and the gameplay is fun, and it kind of hooks you in. So just do that. It's really great. Once you do all of that and then you play 3, you can really appreciate it a ton more than you already have.
So the judge said, people who think the game was worth the wait, you deserve better. A human was born, raised, and likes girls since the last episode. You deserve to not have to wait for a human to play a decent sequel.
Judge.
Wow.
Judge, my man. Don't be disrespecting Kingdom Hearts like that, fam. Don't be doing that. All right?
Oh man, that was actually a good one. I was
kind of right. I'm not gonna lie, he's kind of right.
That's actually a good one. It's like, what do you say behind that? Yeah, he's right. 13 years.
I want to hear what Sincere got to say, because he's the one I feel like is going to come from the least biased stance for this game.
100%.
So I want to hear what he's got to say.
Well, I mean, straight up, no BS. I've tried playing, 1.5, and who's rough, man. That was rough. And usually, if a game has good gameplay, I can get around it not having the best story. But man, do I got echo? Slightly. I don't think it's coming from me.
Maybe it's just me. I hear an echo. Do you guys hear an echo in the chat?
I hear it, but I don't know where it's coming from.
I hear it a little bit.
You still hear it?
Does anyone?
No.
I don't hear it.
Is there?
No, it's gone.
Okay. No, I really didn't dig the first one. It moved slow. The story, a lot of it was just kind of all over the place as far as character development, motive. But you got to play a game to the end to really know the motive of the main character. But it's a little too dry for me to keep going, right? And I watched gameplay of people playing it and streaming it, streaming it early, like Chips. But I looked at the gameplay and I said, man, that looks more fast and fluid. It looked fun. The special attacks are amazing to look at. Just looked like an overall more fun game. So I said, let me pick it up and try it. And I gave it the test. If I can stream this game for 2 hours in front of people and have fun, it'll be okay. And I'm not gonna lie, the story is still Kingdom Hearts. Now, if you already had a problem with how this story, moves along, it's still there. The dialogue is sappy. It's the same kind of game. It's just they improved the gameplay mechanics. So I like it. So for me, it's cool. I don't know. I know a lot of people was waiting for me to play it and have a negative stance on it. And not to mention, I'm a 34-year-old man, so automatically they thought it was, oh man, you 34, you playing Kingdom Hearts. I'm like, yeah, man, I just went to Disneyland. Y'all tripping. I ain't have no kids with me. It was just me and my wife, and we had a blast. So I'm not. None of that matters to me. Is the game good? Does the gameplay pull me in? Does it engage me to want to play more? Yes. The story, I'm like, I don't know about the story. I don't know like what people's draw is to the story. You know what I mean? Someone would have to explain that to me, because when I played it, and I put 8 hours into the first game before I put it down. And I was
you put in decent amount of time. That's okay.
Right. And I'm like, I don't know. I still don't know what's going on. I
feel you.
have no idea what's going on. I'm really trying. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm like, I don't know what the hell's going on. So I can't really speak from that aspect to tell a person if the story. I heard somebody tell me that they like the story in 2 better than 3. And I'm like, well, this story starts off a lot faster. So I like this game. You know what I'm saying? That story starts off way too slow. So for me, it's a win. I don't think you have to be a fan of the series to even play this game.
That's a good sign.
I think all you have to do is like RPGs, games where you farm, you level up your characters. And Disney, if you like those 2 things, I guess Final Fantasy also, but if you like those things, I think you'll like this game. I don't see anybody disliking it.
Okay, fair enough. Antonio Barbosa said, I still had baby teeth when the first Kingdom Hearts came out. Now I have gray low fade on my head. Wow. Wow. The judge said, I turned 38 next week and I'm playing it. Happy early birthday. Quick shout out to Rob. Happy birthday, Rob. Today's Rob's birthday, so that's why he's not here tonight. He's chilling with family.
Happy birthday, Rob.
So happy birthday to Rob Regal. He's taking the night off. And Josh, you have anything you want to add? I know you're also a newcomer to the series as well.
Yeah, I mean, mostly a newcomer. Like, I would say, like, the best way I can explain my prior experience with Kingdom Hearts is say I've dabbled in Kingdom Hearts. Like, I played a little bit of the first one when it was on PS2. I played a little bit of Birth by Sleep on PSP. I played a little bit of Dream Drop Distance on the 3DS. And none of it really stuck with me. And I always wanted to love. I like the idea of loving Kingdom Hearts. And I was super on the fence about picking this up. But because I'm like a sucker for a steelbook, I ended up grabbing it. And I was like, you know what? This is going to be the Kingdom Hearts that turns me around. I'm going to be really into it. And even then saying it, I didn't fully believe myself. I was like, you're saying that, but you're totally not going to play this game. And it's going to get relegated to the backlog in favor of Resident Evil 2, which just dropped, which you're a big fan of. And I have to say, man, like, even after just playing it for about, I think, probably 6 hours so far, like, I'm completely nuts about this game. Like, I just want to go back to it again. Like as soon as we're done here, that's the first thing I'm going to do is go back and start playing Kingdom Hearts 3 again. And I actually lament that I did not spend more time learning the series lore and everything up to this point. But it almost makes me want to go back and kind of go back through some of those experiences. And, I guess the sincerest point, like, it doesn't matter how old you are, you can totally love Disney. And there are tons of people in their like 50s, 60s, 70s who love Disney. And if you're somebody who's a fan of that, you will definitely find something you like here. And and the gameplay is fluid. Like, it's way more fluid than we would have gotten from 1.5. So, yeah, I'm having a great time with it.
Nice. And last, Nick and I, we're the only ones who don't have Kingdom Hearts 3. And I'm not getting it. I got bills. And I got other games I got to beat.
That's right. Do you, homie?
Nah, fam. You
Bill gang.
No,
Hashtag Bill gang.
No.
Hashtag responsible adults. Hashtag all of that. Over here.
Like, seriously, I got bills. I'm still paying off my daughter's birthday party. I got more bills. I got games I got to beat. I just said last week, we're complaining about getting new games when we still have games we didn't beat. So I need to beat these games before I go ahead and buy Kingdom Hearts 3.
I gotta beat Tales of Vesperia first.
So let me finish my backlog before I buy a new game. Someone said Anthem better than Kingdom Hearts 3. No way. No, it's not.
Who said that?
Who said that?
Who said that?
Who said that?
I feel like
who said that in the chat? Who said that?
I mean, I ain't say it. Who said it?
Who said that?
Who said that?
Right, I'm trying to figure out. I feel like niggas is trying to like low key throw some jabs at me, like I'm the one who said something like that, but I ain't never said nothing like that.
Who said that? Who said
that? Admin said it. Hey, what admin? They can get removed real quick.
For real.
It wasn't me.
I actually played Anthem. Not got on a podcast. It's not that bad, but yeah, it's not.
It's not
good
either.
It's not half good as Kingdom Hearts. Though.
It's not that good. I mean, I'm gonna try to demo out.
I talk about a Big Mac.
I'll try to demo out a little bit later tonight and see if there's any improvements. Because I saw Salty's Gaming say, shout out to Salty, by the way. He tweeted saying the issues from last week have been fixed. So
You said they have been fixed?
yeah,
they
the
fixed
issues
all the
from last
issues
week
from
have
last
been
demo.
fixed.
I was
So I'm
playing
gonna
last
try the
time,
demo
too.
again this weekend.
I
Nick,
mean,
you tried it?
Yeah, I was streaming with Salty today. That's what me and him were
Yeah, I
streaming
watched
together.
it.
And
I was in your stream for a minute.
yeah, so it ran smooth. Like there's no more infinite loading screens. It's all seamless. It works well. They fixed every issue. But it is what it is. You can only do a few missions, so you just play the demo, do the few missions, and get out. But it's good. But I'm not going out here and be like, this is like the end all be all game, because I liked it, but I'm gonna have to play that with friends.
That's the problem.
I gotta play it with friends. I ain't playing by myself and put it that way.
That's the problem. Like, it's the only game you can play with friends, because it brings back the issues that I have with Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter is a phenomenal game when you're playing with friends. You have so much fun playing that game with friends. When you play the game by yourself, it's like, ugh. It's like, what am I doing?
Pretty much, and that's pretty much Anthem. Anthem's dope. Don't get me wrong, dope game. Love it. But you gotta play that with friends, dog.
Tony says, question, now that Final Fantasy VII for the Nintendo Switch was shown during a commercial, which I did see, is there a chance we'll get to see the official release date on the eShop later this year? Definitely, because that's slated for this year. I'm thinking we're going to get Final Fantasy VII sometime during the summertime. And if they don't put it out during the summertime, they'll probably put it out on the anniversary release of Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, I mean, y'all still worry about 9. I mean, y'all still worry about 7, but you need to be worrying about when 9's coming. That's what you need to be worrying about.
Or 8. Give us 8. I want 8.
Give us 8.
Give us 8, please.
You guys liked 8? Everyone talked to hate 8. I thought I was the only one who liked that game.
Dude, they like
8 was
8.
great.
I like 9.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna be honest.
8. Give me
See, no. See, Chips. See, I wish I had my collection, because I have the one that's not the greatest hits. I got that game when it first came out. I'm a proud owner of Final Fantasy VIII and Final Fantasy IX. Those 4 disc games were great. But we're gonna go into the last topic of the night, and we have a fun topic for you guys too. Squall, whatever. Oh man, so let's go talk about GameStop. Now, I don't know if you guys heard, but we all know GameStop has been having a lot of trouble for like God knows how long, but they haven't been able to have time to find a new buyer for the company. For those of you who don't know, after 3 months on the job, the new owner quit the job. After 3 months on the job, he quit. So that tells you a lot internally with this business. But their shares dropped 27% after they made the announcement that they're no longer pursuing a buyer. And it just made me just think a little bit more about just the state of gaming. Rack says, what the F is a GameStop? Wow. Yeah, pretty much. But actually, I really want to put this out there now. Is GameStop not only is this the mark of the end of GameStop, but not only the end of GameStop, but can this be the influence of more digital copy games? If GameStop goes, can that really be the mark of the beginning of the end for physical copies of games?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
I don't think they'll ever go away totally. I just think there's too much of a market for collectors that someone's going to want to tap into it.
But okay, I mean, like mainstream wise, do you think you?
But mainstream wise, I think it could.
Because think of it this way. I'm gonna bring something to you guys' attention on why I feel like it could sway in that direction. We no longer have KB Toys. KB Toys used to be, or Toys R Us. Those used to be the other outlets that would sell video games on physical copies, new video games at that, other than your home, other than like your regular mom and pop shops. But one thing
is coming back.
Huh?
Toys R Us is coming back. I saw an article, like a few months ago. Toys R Us is coming back.
It's being rebranded differently, but I want to wait on that.
It's Toys R Us. It's Toys R Us.
Toys R Us is still here, so
okay.
Yeah, but keep going. Just
okay.
Keep going
Okay. But you know what? I got a point that I want to make with that.
Yeah.
All right. So usually, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there used to be other major companies that used to sell video games. JCPenney being one of them. Yep. JCPenney don't sell video games no more. So it's like, is with the decline of physical copies, and if there's no more GameStop, which was the most known place to go to buy video games physical wise, can this be the end of getting physical copies of video games from a mainstream environment?
I mean, I think over time, Walmart, Target, and those places took over that mantle of being the the place that sold the most physical copies of a game.
Yeah, and Best Buy.
Over GameStop. I think where GameStop bread and butter was used games, and people going there to trade in games.
Good point.
Buy new ones. So when you take one piece of that cog away, because I mean, of course, Best Buy do like some trading gimmick thing. It's probably not as streamlined as GameStop. They've been doing it for years, but they're really the only place that does that has a good handle on the used game market. So you get rid of them, that pretty much takes the value out of physical games. Like not completely, but it takes a good chunk out of it. Because now it's really just based on collectors buying it because they want, the case or the book or something like that, right? Some incentive-based thing to have the physical copy. But most people are getting accustomed to buying digital copies of games now because a lot of times they're getting them on sale. They're a lot cheaper than they are as physicals. So you might catch a sale on PSN, Xbox Live, well, not on the eShop. The eShop never has a sale. Oh my God! But you will find these sales and find certain games for like, $10 or something like that. So people are starting to get accustomed to buying digital games anyway. So you get rid of GameStop, you kind of leading in that era of buying games digitally because people don't want to leave their house anyway. Most people are trying to preload the game, and there's a lot of stuff going on now.
Right.
Where people are just becoming more accustomed to not having a physical copy as long as they can play the game. I mean, think about it. The most popular game is a free-to-play game that's only for download. I mean, it's not popular to me, but you know what I'm trying to say.
But but no, that's a good point because look at this generation of gaming with the PS4, the Xbox One, and the Nintendo Switch. Especially in the case of the Nintendo Switch, most of my games are digital, and I can tell you now, having that on the go. And I can just switch through games without any problem. Don't have to worry about bringing a rack of cartridges with me to switch through my games. It's convenient. If you have a CD, and when you're already, just chilling in your home, you don't want to have to go keep switching out your disc for the games you want to play. It's convenient to have more digital games. So the digital market is coming up heavy, and
I was gonna say, I got a buddy who works at GameStop. He's a manager there, and like their big thing right there. I mean, GameStop's model, like Sincere said, was used games. Like that's all they pushed was the used games. That was their bread and butter. They didn't make money selling games brand new. They made money by people coming in trading their games, and it created their own sort of in-store currency. Like and so you take that away. What do they have? I mean, and that's why you saw them try to get into the hardware market. They were trying to sell phones and stuff. You remember that when it was like bring your iPhone in, or old iPhone, and do that. That didn't work out. They tried a whole bunch of other models. None of that stuff worked out for them because people didn't want to get phones from there. They wanted to get their phones from the Apple or whatever. So they their whole thing fell through because of digital. And I don't know if they can come back unless they end up making their own Epic store or whatever and figure out something to do like that, and get into the digital market that way. I think they are dead. They will die off real soon. It'll be like Blockbuster, where it's just like that one Blockbuster store in Alaska somewhere. That's what it's gonna be. Like GameStop will still exist, but you won't see them anymore. They'll have to figure out a way to exist on the internet.
Chris Levi said GameStop sells so much more than physical. To gotta look at that because they are the main place people think of selling of games, new or old, but they do so much more. Okay, I can see that.
The judge made a good point. He said GameStop's bread and butter was being shady and selling mom's warranty packages for keychains.
Wow. Oh man. Judge.
That'd be the best comment for the night, yo.
Judge has been on it tonight. Judge has been on it tonight.
He's right, man, because they be trying to sell warranty packages for everything in that store.
Seriously. Smash JT said the used game industry has been dying a slow death for 20 years. Ever since the internet came into play and gave people more options and insane competition. And then Judge followed up by saying, you guys are forgetting that GameStop functions differently overseas and therefore may survive. That's true.
So that's another thing that I wanted to say. I was waiting for everybody to be done. GameStop is not GameStop worldwide, right? There's other companies that do the same thing. So over in Europe, there's a store called Game.
Right.
I follow them on Twitter, and from what I can see, they have a much better rapport with the customers. The managers are always on Twitter putting up like funny memes and recordings and stuff like that. There's always like certain deals. You know what I'm saying? He even like tweets out deals that are coming up that's not even like in the store yet for people to take advantage of when it goes live. You know what I'm saying? So I think there's a much better rapport overseas with, you know, used games and you know, the brick and mortar basically for gaming.
Yeah.
The thing is that GameStop doesn't have that. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, I don't know how many of you guys had a Funko Land growing up, but like
you just brought it back, man.
Yeah, we had Funko Land, and the rapport was much better because it was people that actually cared about gaming, who actually played the games. And I'm saying they would recommend things for you to buy because they've played it, they had it. And I'm saying they went out of business, and then EB Games came into play, and it was a little bit more corporate, but the rapport was still there. And then they went out, and then it became GameStop. Rax pointed out Game Crazy. It was almost the same thing. It's the same thing across the board because GameStop was taking them out. And then now that GameStop became basically the only ones who have that monopoly, the rapport just went like way out the window. Like they don't even care.
Well, dude, they were more interested
for a lot of branches. They don't even care, bro. Like the one by me went through so many management changes. It's ridiculous. Bruh. We had people that cared and was like, I'm saying they talk to you and come out and play games with you when they did the midnight releases. And then now it's just kind of like,
they don't do midnight.
Care. You know what I'm saying? It's all corporate. Like you feel like corporate energy from them, and it's like you don't want to deal with this because they trying to screw you left and right. But they need to revamp the business model and be more consumer friendly
100%.
in order to survive. Because the thing is, brick and mortar, no matter what kind of business it is, brick and mortar is always going to be there. Online cannot take that away. You need a brick and mortar to survive. I'm saying the two have to go hand in hand.
I'm interested in hearing Josh's response. Josh said yes, he can. I'm interested in hearing on why Josh believes it can.
They absolutely can. I mean, we've seen every just about every major piece of the retail sector take a hit as the internet's become more prevalent and people realize they can get next day or same day shipping through services like Amazon. I mean, you see malls closing left and right in America. I mean, GameStop, I think, is just, a natural extension of that. Now, personally, the way I feel about where GameStop's at right now, the fact that their stock's trading lower than it has since probably, I think, 2013 last I checked. Personally, I think the big thing that kind of screwed them was they got away from the core of who they were. And what I mean by that, because I realize that sounds sort of obtuse, but what I'm saying is their whole thing was power to the players, and they were like the place to get games, right? If you talk to any gamer, one of the first things they're going to say is go into a GameStop. Because even if you don't like a lot of GameStop's admittedly shady practices that we've seen over the past 5 to 10 years, one of the things we can say is a lot of us, including myself, have had a ton of great experiences at GameStop. The staff's usually pretty knowledgeable. They have the biggest in-store selection, usually if you're trying to get especially newer released used games. But what happened was this. A fundamental principle of business is if you're not growing, you're dying. Why is that? Because if you don't grow, what happens is you have employees, you sort of expand how much you have to spend on those employees. They do things like they demand higher salaries, they, cost of living expenses increase, they have families, they expect more as, they continue to, gain tenure with a company. And so you have to grow, right? And in GameStop's case, they have shareholders that they have to take care of. So in that regard, to try to, I would assume, increase sales beyond the kind of golden goose they already have with this very brilliant strategy for used games and sort of selling the same copy of a game 10, 15, 20 times, they tried to do things like expand, like Chips was saying, into hardware and mobile, which is that has nothing to do with gamers, right? And nobody really cared about it. No one's going to go buy something or a phone from there when they can go to a T-Mobile store or a Best Buy or whatever it is. And then to take it a step further, their most recent strategy, I feel, has been to start doing things like merchandise sales. They try to sell T-shirts and collectibles and Funko Pops, all of which is mostly crap that you can find cheap from a variety of other online retailers or at your local mall if you hit up a Hot Topic. And they put that stuff right at the front of the store, so it's clear where their focus is. They're trying to compensate for, I guess, like Smash said in the chat there, they are having a variety more competition, not just from digital sales, but also because people are doing the used game thing better than they are right now. And one of the biggest things that I think also detracted from their foot traffic is the fact that you've got places like Best Buy and Amazon that were offering a 20% discount on brand new titles. Of course, I'm never going to go to a GameStop again until I can get that 20% off on new stuff anymore, because there's no incentive.
Yep.
Oh, you kind of just like mic dropped that whole entire point.
You really did, bro.
You
really
kind of
did.
just mic dropped the whole entire point. Like I really have nothing to add to that because that's kind of, you touched on a lot that I wanted to add. So it's like, yeah.
Well, to go with what Chip said about GameStop, like operating in different countries. Like I live in Canada, and GameStop here is EB Games, and yeah, like we always hear like horror stories from like GameStop, like opening, like having used games as like sold as new, and like
Dude, I got a story about that. I'll tell you in a minute.
I've never experienced like anything like that, like shopping in EB Games here. The staff is always good, and like their Twitter, like EB Games Canada, if you follow their Twitter, like they're pretty knowledgeable. They post like pretty much every day. They have good sales for the most part, and yeah, like if GameStop like fails or like is their business is going down in the States, then I don't see why in other countries it's succeeding, because I feel like with here, like at the GameStops, like a lot of people, like I always notice the same people working. It's not like new management and things like that. And also, yeah, I just feel it just depends where you are. I don't know why GameStop in the States is just have these like shady practices.
Well, no, I worked at GameStop in like 04, 05.
Mm-hmm.
I think I worked there for like 2 years, and I was right at the cusp of it becoming like more corporate, and that's when you seen like these like Texas bigwigs take over the people. I call them the people from Texas took over, and they start sending demos every other day.
Oh
and
boy!
Like, wow, this is getting crazy. And then they came and wiped my whole store out. Like everybody in the store, they got rid of. New management came in. These people were trained to do X, Y, and Z. They didn't know anything about video games, and this was like, wow, this is really changing. Now they would exploit people to work there as like third keys and game associates, and they wouldn't pay them anything.
That's what
the people that were gamers, they wouldn't put them in a position to really make money. So these guys were just like lounging, around. They were hands, and that's when you saw that corporate infrastructure come in when it was just like sell used games, because this is how it's like a car dealership. A car dealership, they have new cars there. You can come and buy a new car. But the money is made off of that used car because that's their money. You feel what I'm saying? It's
Right.
So they're going to automatically want to sell you the item that's going to bring them the highest profit. So they're going to sell you a used game, even that new game that they bust the plastic off of and sold it to you at a new price. Like that, they already put that in the system as a used game. It's used. The game is used. So they start making these practices where it was like, it's corporate. It's a total corporation now. Like he said, it's a monopoly. So it disconnect between them and us being straight up gamers and consumers. Now the soccer moms and all that, they still go there. They don't know the difference. Like they don't care. So it's still a place for them. But for us, yeah, we're fed up with it.
Yeah, I remember going into the local GameStop. Like I said, I live in a small town, so I actually know the manager there, and I know a few of the dudes that like work at that GameStop. And I can't remember what game was on sale. This was right around, I don't know if it was Black Friday. It was sometime they were doing a special sale for a game. I think it was either Assassin's Creed, Black Flag, or something. $40 brand new, right? They were doing some sale. I walked in there. I said, "Look, I saw the brochure. I need to get this game $40 while I can get it." And I literally saw it on the back shelf. It says it had a sticker, $40, right? I was like, "I want that game." They're like, they're like, "Sorry, bro, we don't have any more in stock. You can buy the one used though." And I was like, "But bro, I see it right there." He's like, "Look, dude, sorry, I can't." He's like, "We don't have any in stock. I can sell you the used one." And I was like, "All right, cool, man. I'm just gonna bounce then." Literally, as soon as I bounced, he texted me. Was like, "Bro, we actually do have them. If I sell you this one, I will get fired."
Wow.
So that's how bad it got. Like he literally texted me, was like, "Dude, my bad." He goes, they get people to come in with these sales, and then we tell them that we don't have it. You can buy a used one for more, because they sell the used ones for what, $54 $99, just $6
They sell
less.
they sell it like hand over fist.
Yeah. And so he literally texted me and was like, "Bro, I cannot sell you that one. If I would have sold you that one, I would have got in trouble and probably would have got fired." And that's how bad it got. And this was like maybe 3 years ago. It's crazy.
Smash JT said another thing that not many are talking about. 2019 isn't looking good for new releases this year compared to 2018. 2018 was a powerhouse of IPs. You think so? I think the opposite. I think there's a lot of new. I think 2019 is a storm of new games.
Yeah,
I would say 2018 has been like a lot of remakes. Just looking at the Switch alone, has been like a lot of remakes and ports.
2019 is about to have a lot of good games.
2019 is where it's really gonna hit.
Yeah.
You got what three IPs coming strictly from Sony, and then you got a whole bunch coming from Nintendo, and then Microsoft. Well, I don't know what does Microsoft have.
They have depth. Oh, I'm sorry.
So you mainly got IPs coming from Sony and Nintendo.
Right, pretty much.
And it's looking good. Oh, Crackdown, yes. Thank you. Got it. Crackdown 3. You got that from
Gears.
Xbox, finally. So yeah, 2019 is looking a little bit better than 2018 in terms of like new IPs hitting the market.
Okay, cool. Let's go through some of these comments when we get into the fun topic for the night. A casual gamer says, "Wow, I've never personally had a single bad experience in EB games, and generally is still doing very well in our city." See, Ataki is agreeing with Fireblast when Fireblast said Amazon is better than GameStop. Changed my mind, and we agree with Ataki. No one's gonna try to change your mind about that.
Ask Avidan about Amazon.
Even though Amazon is some trash, I'm not gonna dare say GameStop is better than Amazon because Amazon. Okay, let me clarify this. Amazon. Let me clarify this. Let me clarify this.
Get your hate out for Amazon now.
Let me clarify this. Amazon gaming is trash. Everything else is good. Amazon gaming
after release,
huh?
What game did you get 2 days after release?
Let me see, like 60 or 80, like
every Nintendo game.
Like 60% of the games that I ordered.
He was tight.
Dude, he was mad, bro. Like he was
tight.
He messed me on Discord. Like, man, you won't believe what Amazon did, man.
I was heated, fam.
Digitally, he was hot, bro. He was hot.
I know it. I already. It happened to me one time.
Avidan would hit me up after work. Like, it'll be like,
bruh, I sent this dude a screenshot. Like, it got so bad.
I can't believe Amazon not sending me my package. I'm like, what?
Nah, you sensationalize it now. Nah.
What about?
Nah, fam.
What package, bro? Like, no, they didn't send me Octopath on time. I had to buy it over. I was like,
nah,
what?
fam.
I was like, hold on.
I'm gonna get you, Chips. I'm gonna get you, Chips.
This is funny. I was like, word.
You gonna do that?
You didn't get that package early?
Oh my gosh.
Yo, first.
Yo, my bad, bro. My bad. Put in my Switch right now. Boop. Yeah, you ain't. Wow, yo, that's crazy.
Y'all want to hear the irony? I still got my game before he did. Oh.
Well, yeah, because so here's the thing, right?
So here's the thing. Can we tell the real story now?
He's right though. But here's the thing though. Like it just came up like randomly, right? He was talking about him being mad about Amazon not delivering his packages, and wasn't you trying to get that edition?
I was at first, but then I changed my mind.
So the thing
I changed my mind long before that point.
Yeah, he changed it. So a lot of people, like, I was on the fence about getting Octopath at first, and on GameStop, the one time that they actually come through was like, yo, we got the deluxe edition. I was like, all right, yeah, let me go pick it up. I'm saying a lot, but the thing is, a lot of people wasn't getting their packages on time though. Like they got the same one, and they wasn't getting it on time. They was tight. And I mean, you know, me being me, I kind of like had to rub it in. Like I picked it up, put a tweet out, and I was like, yo, I got it a week later.
That happens every time, though. When you buy a new game or try to get the game, you know, the day of the release.
Yeah, but like, you know, I understand how he feels, yo, because it sucks when you can't get your game, you know, on time, because that actually happened with me with Destiny 2 from GameStop, right? The one time that they actually, you know, screwed me over. You know, I went for a midnight release and it was like, nah, we closed, fam. We was doing it at 9 o'clock. I was like, word.
Hold up, Jake.
The whole week y'all been telling me, you know, midnight, and then you do it at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I always call the day of. Like, even if I reserve a game, I call the day of. Like, y'all doing a midnight release, and then I noticed that like they start doing them more at 9. I guess people wouldn't get knocked upside the head while they try to get their game or something like midnight.
Yeah. Because somebody got robbed at a GameStop.
Midnight release.
Hold up.
Yeah, and it was just bad, but you know,
I'm cool with the 9 o'clock releases. That's cool for me.
I mean, they do it at 9 because technically, I guess that's the difference. That's a new day for them when they sell it, I guess. Because normally when they close earlier than that, I guess that's why they do it now at 9. Plus, they don't want nobody staying up late. I don't want to stay up late anymore. I'm like 30. I got kids. I ain't staying up late no more.
I can't do the clock release.
I got kids.
Yo, Jake, don't do that, man. This dude timed out Fantasy 215 because Fantasy 215 said Crackdown 3 is going to be Game of the Year, and he said drug use would not be tolerated.
Chill with the hate.
Don't do that,
hate, bro.
Wow.
You got
Fantasy 215. You watch it. Jake is just kidding.
Yo, Fanatic,
Don't do that.
I apologize on behalf.
We apologize, man.
Like, I would play Fnatic or Black
Jake
Ops right
acting like he's not gonna play Crackdown. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's like I'm laughing at.
But
Jake act like he's not gonna play the game.
But we gotta highlight what Fireblast said. Fireblast said Microsoft has about as many exclusive as Fallout 76 copies sold.
Damn.
Shots fired.
Slander was
strong.
Shots fired. All right. So you know what?
Yeah.
Tonight has been real with the shots, man.
It's been real tonight. It hasn't been so much to Chillcast tonight.
I'm just letting y'all know. Oh, what?
Yeah, 9 p.m. is cool if they tell you. Like Judge said, if they tell you.
Yeah, Jake, don't do that next time, man. Please not. We don't block people. But we're gonna go ahead and close out. I had a fun topic for you guys, but we kind of like went almost over, so we're gonna go ahead and just start closing out with the outros right now. And thank you guys for coming by. We got through a full podcast without Comcast acting like some jerks. Bunch of idiots.
Thanks,
This podcast was brought to you by Comcast.
No, don't you dare! Don't you dare! They ain't sponsoring me. Shoot, pay me first. Pay me first before you sponsor. But we're gonna go into the outro.
This cast was hot.
Nick,
for real.
Nick, tell them about your channel, bro. Tell them what to expect.
Oh man. Well, y'all, you already know you can catch me, youtube.com/Nintendo Direct, twitch.tv/Nintendo Direct, and Twitter @Nintendo Direct. And on the channel, we do the daily game news stream and stuff like that. And on top of that, I'm doing indie reviews and some gaming reviews. And of course, if I get a good topic that I want to talk about, such as Super NES Games 2, Nintendo Switch Online, I make a video about that as well. Go over there, hit the subscribe button, only if you like the content. Only.
All right, bet. So, guys, the regular Chillcast members, all of their channels are in the description down below. So make sure you guys go ahead and check that out. And Nick, you can go ahead. You could go ahead and put your channel in the chat if you want to. So everyone's channel is right there in the description down below. So every Chillcast from now on, if you just want to go ahead and check out their stuff, go right ahead. If you're watching the replay, go in the description down below. See everything right there. We got Your Player 2 up next. What's going on?
Yep.
And I know you had a lot of fun. You was on fire tonight, man.
I mean, it's fun to talk about, man. I'm always curious about the business decisions behind why things happen the way that they do. But yeah, my channel is Your Player 2. It's all about basically helping other gamers who have channels as well do things like increase their production value, or basically with YouTube tips, which usually happen on Mondays. And then this year, I'm actually doing Wednesday content as well, because I want to make sure that amidst talking to other gamers, I'm actually making some gaming content myself, which I felt like was sort of in short supply in 2018. And I'm really pumped because the video that I did not think I was going to be as excited about is actually coming out next Wednesday, and that's 10 unpopular gaming opinions. Now, my buddy Muzz from Level 1 Games did a video of this, and he said some disparaging things that I did not agree with, particularly within the arena of Red Dead 2. And I started thinking about how many really unpopular opinions do I have on gaming? And I mentioned at least one of them tonight, which I won't spoil here. But yeah. Suffice it to say that I'm excited about that. Even though I like doing tips and tricks and production.
We got some more fire coming through. Tonight was an appetizer.
Yeah, a little bit. Which I don't know. Maybe some of the positions I take aren't really that extreme. But we'll see what happens on Wednesday.
Wednesday. So
yes, this Wednesday. Next Wednesday.
Yeah,
the nearest Wednesday.
Make sure you're subbed.
Yes, please subscribe if that sounds interesting. If not, go find another amazing channel. No hard feelings.
Excuse me.
That is me.
All right, cool. That's your player too. And then now we got the homie Sincere. Thanks for coming back on, especially Concast from last week, man. Thanks for wanting to come back on once again, man. Good to have you on as always, man.
Always good conversations here. Always intelligent, insightful, everything. I learned some stuff tonight too.
Same here, actually. It was a lot of fun tonight. What you got coming up for your channel, man?
Man, I kind of do stuff on a whim. So, I do got a review for Aim Controller Volume 3.
Okay.
Some other stuff, man. Whatever run across my plate is usually what I do. I don't really plan too many things. So, but you can find me right here on YouTube, Gold Chain Gamers. Everything is pretty much Gold Chain Gamers, except for on Twitter. That's sincere_GCG, which is Gold Chain Gamers. So, yeah, silly guy. Got some skits. Actually, I got like 3 of them, but I'm waiting for right time to sprinkle them on people. So.
Okay, cool.
That most recent video that you did, that skit at the beginning,
that was hilarious.
Fire. Y'all need to check out that video immediately.
That skit was hilarious. Like Rax hammered it. Said you have the best skits. This dude had on the.
Let me find that video real quick.
This dude had on the Don King wig on.
That was fire. I'll get it real quick.
My dude had on the Don King wig on, man.
That's what I'm saying. I trip a little bit. So yeah, I don't have too much plan, but I definitely.
But you make it work. That's what's up.
I'll bug out. So
that's what's up. Then we got the homie Chips and Sticks.
Yeah. You can find me at youtube.com/chipsandsticks. And I have a website where I do blogs and talk about everything gaming and comics, chipsandsticks.com. So make sure you go there. You subscribe to the blog. You subscribe to the channel. You catch me every Sunday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern streaming whatever game I'm playing. Right now it's going to be Kingdom Hearts for a little bit. And who knows what's going to be after that, but it's definitely going to be something good. So subscribe and jump in, join the Squirtle Squad.
Bad. And you can link your channel in the chat, man.
Oh yeah, I already did.
You did. I just see it. It wasn't because you put them both, so it wasn't hyperlinked.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
And then lastly, we got the homie Super Andrew 64, who's on his way to 3,000 subs as we speak. You may just get it this weekend, fam.
It's been nuts. Like I'm so blown away, and I'm so in disbelief. I've said that 1,000 times, and I still mean it all the 1,000 times I've said it. So just a summary of my channel. I'm Super Andrew 64. I like to do a lot of product reviews, unboxings, some how-tos as well. And actually coming up, tomorrow, I'm going to be doing a giveaway where I'll be giving away a year of Nintendo Switch Online to celebrate my big subscriber jump.
Hey.
Yeah. Sorry?
No, I said, hey, nice.
Oh. And as plans to the channel, just I'm probably going to do a lot more live streaming because I feel like I really enjoy that. I like connecting with my viewers, and now that I have a bigger audience, I want to know like where people are from and interact. And I did Mario Kart last night. That was a lot of fun, so I'll probably do a lot more of those. And yeah, if you want to check out my channel, I'll put a link in the chat and check the link in the description. I also have the Twitter, just at SuperAndrew64, and Instagram, same thing. And yeah, if you want to check out my channel, I also have a Discord, so I'll leave a link. You can check it on my channel there. And yeah, so that's me.
Yeah, man.
And,
all right, so appreciate you guys for coming on. Appreciate all of you guys who watched almost the whole thing. So as for me, this is Avidan Smith. Thank you guys for coming on by. I hope you enjoyed the show. I have a Monster Boy review coming up very soon. So this upcoming week, make sure you guys go ahead and stay tuned for that. And we also have more opinions. I have an interesting video coming out next week. I'm just going to give you guys a little premise that's talking about Final Fantasy VII. Not going to say what. Just know I have a video about Final Fantasy VII coming out next week. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Who we rating, guys? I saw Ultra was streaming.
Ultra, so I got my buddy Dumo streaming as
Dumo?
well.
What's his channel?
I can link it real quick.
Go ahead and link it. We're gonna go ahead and link it, and we're gonna get out of here.
All right, give me a second here.
Game Explain is streaming.
Huh?
We're playing Monster Hunter right now, so.
You say Game Explain? Kick rocks. Copy of you. Raid the Lost Ark. Ha! Rax, I'm old. Oh man. Rax just made me feel old, man. Stop this. Stop this, Rax.
My PC load. All right.
You got
Kawhi Lola's streaming. That's
Kawhi
weird.
Lola.
She never streams.
Yo. Okay, there we go. All right. There's the link right there. Sorry.
All right, you guys. You all have a good night. Thank you guys for coming through. Make sure if you like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and most of all, you make sure you share this with a friend. This is Super Andrew 64, Chips and Sticks, Sincere. It's just stuck on Nick for some reason. Sincere, you're playing too, and Nintendo Direct, and Avidan. We are out. Peace.